Do you know who was the first president of the United States? The answer, of course, is George Washington, a name that is synonymous with the birth of this great nation. Washington, who served as president from 1789 to 1797, was a man of integrity, courage, and foresight. He set the course for what the United States would become, shaping its values and its global standing. But why is it important to know about George Washington and all the presidents who succeeded him? Well, each president represents a unique chapter in the ongoing narrative of the United States. Their decisions, their leadership styles, their triumphs, and their failures have all had a profound impact on the course of American history. Knowing about these presidents is more than just memorizing names and dates. It's about understanding the complexities of leadership, the challenges of governance, and the ever-evolving nature of democracy. It's about appreciating how each president has contributed to the national identity, how they've responded to crises, and how they've shaped policy. To understand the United States as it is today, we need to understand its past. We need to understand the leaders who have navigated the nation through times of war and peace, prosperity and depression, unity and division. We need to understand the presidents who have grappled with the difficult questions of their time, who have pushed for progress while also respecting tradition. So, let's embark on this journey together. Let's delve into the fascinating history of the United States through the lens of its presidents. From George Washington to the present day, we'll explore their lives, their legacies, and their impact on this great nation. So, are you ready to delve into the annals of history? Are you ready to meet the men who have shaped the United States with their vision, their tenacity, and their unwavering commitment to their country? If so, then you're in the right place. Stay tuned as we delve into the fascinating history of each U.S. president right up to the present day. Our journey begins with the Founding Fathers, starting with George Washington. This strong, resolute figure, unanimously elected, led the fledgling United States through its infancy. His presidency, which lasted from 1789 to 1797, was characterized by a keen focus on establishing a strong national government. His farewell address, urging American isolationism and warning against political factions, still resonates in our nation's consciousness. Next, we turn to John Adams, who served from 1797 to 1801. Known for his strong sense of justice, Adams navigated the tumultuous political landscape of his time, dealing with political opponents and foreign threats alike. His greatest legacy, perhaps, is the peaceful transition of power to his political rival, Thomas Jefferson, a testament to the strength of the democratic process. Speaking of Jefferson, his presidency, from 1801 to 1809, was marked by significant achievements, including the Louisiana Purchase and the Lewis and Clark expedition. A staunch believer in the power of the people, Jefferson's presidency was characterized by his efforts to limit the power of the federal government and promote education as a means of safeguarding democracy. Following Jefferson, James Madison, the father of the Constitution, took the helm from 1809 to 1817. Madison's presidency was marked by the War of 1812, a conflict that tested the endurance of the young nation. Despite the challenges, Madison's leadership ensured the survival and growth of American democracy. Finally, we arrive at James Monroe, who served from 1817 to 1825. His era, known as the Era of Good Feelings, saw the country united in a spirit of nationalism and optimism. Monroe's most significant contribution, the Monroe Doctrine, defined American foreign policy for generations to come. These men laid the foundation for the country we know today. Their diverse leadership styles, their distinct ideologies, and their relentless pursuit of a better America set the stage for a nation that continues to evolve and grow. They were the first of many to hold the title of President of the United States, each adding their own chapter to the story of our nation. As we move into the 19th century, the presidency evolved with the changing nation. The era was marked by the emergence of diverse personalities, each leaving a unique imprint on American history. Let's start with the seventh president, Andrew Jackson, a controversial figure whose presidency was marked by the implementation of populist policies. His administration saw the implementation of the spoils system, which significantly changed the political landscape of America. Next, we have James K. Polk, the 11th president who left a significant impact on the nation's expansion. Under his leadership, the United States acquired Texas and much of the southwestern region, shaping the map of America as we know it today. The 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, however, stands out among the rest. His presidency was marked by the bloody Civil War, a conflict that tested the resilience of the nation. Lincoln's leadership during this turbulent time was instrumental in preserving the Union. His Emancipation Proclamation in 1862, which declared that all slaves in Confederate-held territory were to be set free, was a significant step towards the abolition of slavery. Following Lincoln, the presidency of Ulysses S. Grant, a Civil War general turned president, was notable for its efforts in post-war Reconstruction, particularly in protecting the civil rights of newly freed slaves. Finally, let's not forget about Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th president. An advocate for the working class, he spearheaded progressive reforms to curb the power of corporations and promote social welfare. These presidents and many others during the 19th century guided the nation through a period of rapid growth and tumultuous change. Their legacies, for better or worse, helped shape the United States into the nation it is today. Through war and peace, prosperity and adversity, they navigated the ship of state, steering the nation towards a future that continues to unfold even now. These presidents guided the nation through a period of rapid growth and tumultuous change. The 20th century brought us presidents who faced new challenges in a rapidly changing world. As we steered into the 20th century, the nation found itself on the brink of significant global events. The First and Second World Wars, the Great Depression, and the Cold War were some of the defining moments that called for strong leadership. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd president, served an unprecedented 4 terms, leading America through the turmoil of the Great Depression and most of World War II. His New Deal policies redefined the role of the federal government in Americans' lives. Following Roosevelt's death, Harry S. Truman stepped into the role. Truman's presidency was marked by the end of World War II and the beginning of the Cold War. His decision to use atomic weapons on Japan remains one of the most controversial decisions in American history. Then came Dwight D. Eisenhower, a World War II hero, who navigated America through the early years of the Cold War. His presidency was a time of relative peace and prosperity. The torch was then passed to John F. Kennedy, the youngest elected president, whose term was tragically cut short. In his brief tenure, JFK faced down the Soviet Union during the Cuban Missile Crisis, setting a precedent for handling international crises. Ronald Reagan, the 40th president, served during the final years of the Cold War. His firm stance against communism and his negotiation skills contributed significantly to the end of this protracted conflict. Each of these presidents faced unique challenges and made critical decisions that shaped the course of American history. They navigated through wars, economic crises, and ideological conflicts, often making tough choices under immense pressure. Their legacies remind us that leadership, in its essence, is about making decisions for the greater good, even when the path is fraught with difficulties. These leaders guided the nation through some of its most testing times. Entering the 21st century, the role of the president has continued to evolve. This new era began with the presidency of George W. Bush, whose tenure was marked by the tragic events of September 11th and the subsequent wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. These were times of profound challenge and change, and Bush's policies, from homeland security to international relations, reflected that. Following Bush, Barack Obama took the helm, becoming the first African-American president. His presidency was characterized by his commitment to healthcare reform, culminating in the Affordable Care Act, commonly known as Obamacare. He also made strides in environmental policy, championing the Paris Climate Agreement to combat global warming. Next came the presidency of Donald Trump, a businessman turned politician. Trump's tenure was marked by a focus on economic growth and deregulation, as well as a controversial immigration policy. His presidency was also notable for his unique and often contentious use of social media as a communication tool. And then we have Joe Biden, a seasoned politician with decades of experience in public service. His presidency is still unfolding, but he has already made his mark with a focus on unity, infrastructure, and responding to the COVID-19 pandemic. These presidents, each with their unique approach and challenges, have navigated the complexities of the 21st century. They've faced economic crises, global conflicts, social change, and technological advancements. Through their policies and actions, they've left indelible imprints on the fabric of American history. The 21st century has seen the role of the president expand and change in ways unimaginable to the Founding Fathers. From the war on terror to healthcare reform, from social media use to climate change, these presidents have had to adapt and respond to a rapidly evolving world. So, as we continue into the 21st century, we can look back at these presidents and see how their leadership has shaped and will continue to shape the direction of the country. These presidents have shaped the direction of the country in the new millennium. And now, we arrive at our current president, the one who holds the reins in this year of 2023. Our current commander-in-chief, the 49th person to hold this high office, took on the mantle with a clear vision and a promise to serve the nation with unwavering dedication. This president, like those who came before, has a unique policy focus. A focus that is not just on economic growth or international diplomacy, but one that encompasses a broader vision for the nation. This includes a commitment to addressing climate change, reducing income inequality, and ensuring that every American has access to quality health care. The policy challenges that our current president faces are indeed profound. The ongoing global pandemic continues to test the resilience of our healthcare system and our economy. Climate change, a relentless adversary, requires immediate and decisive action. And let's not forget the pressing issue of income inequality, a problem that has been decades in the making. In the face of these challenges, our president has demonstrated a steadfast resolve. With a focus on science and data-driven decisions, they have shown an unwavering commitment to lead the nation through these trying times. But as we all know, the presidency is not a solo endeavor. It's a collective effort, one that involves the entire nation. The successes and failures of a presidency are as much a reflection of the people's will as they are of the president's leadership. So as we look at the current president, we see not just a leader, but a mirror reflecting the ideals, hopes, and aspirations of the nation. We see a presidency that is not just about one person, but about all of us. As history continues to unfold, so too will the legacy of our current president. From George Washington to our current president, each leader has left their mark on the nation. Each one, in their unique way, has shaped the course of American history, leaving lasting legacies that continue to influence our lives today. Let's take a moment to reflect on the journey we've taken together in this video. We started with the Founding Fathers, a group of visionaries who laid the cornerstone of the nation. Their bold ideas and unwavering commitment to the principles of freedom and democracy set the stage for the United States to grow and prosper. Then, we ventured into the 19th century, a time of rapid expansion and societal change. The presidents of this era faced numerous challenges, from the Civil War to the Industrial Revolution, and their leadership was instrumental in guiding the nation through these tumultuous times. As we moved into the modern era, we explored the presidencies that defined the 20th century. These leaders navigated through world wars, economic crises, and social upheavals, leaving indelible imprints on the fabric of our nation. The 21st century brought a new set of challenges and opportunities. The presidents of this era have had to adapt to a rapidly changing world, addressing issues such as global terrorism, climate change, and the digital revolution. Their leadership continues to shape our present and future. Finally, we discussed our current president, whose term is still unfolding. It's a testament to the resilience and dynamism of the United States that we continue to evolve and adapt under the guidance of our leaders. Each president, irrespective of their time in office, has contributed to the rich tapestry of American history. Their collective leadership has steered the course of the nation from its infancy to its current status as a global powerhouse. Understanding their leadership and legacy helps us appreciate the path the United States has taken to become the nation it is today. As we look ahead, we can anticipate further growth and transformation under the stewardship of future presidents, each one adding to the ongoing narrative of this great nation. We've taken a brief journey through over 200 years of U.S. presidential history. From the Founding Fathers, through the transformative figures of the 19th and 20th centuries, right up to the leaders of the 21st century, each president has left a unique imprint on the nation's history. We've only scratched the surface, and there's so much more to explore. Every president has a story filled with triumphs, challenges, and pivotal decisions that helped shape the course of the nation. We encourage you to delve deeper into these stories, to understand better the people who've held the highest office in the land and their impact on the nation's history. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Please like this video, subscribe to Planet's Perfect 10s, and let us know in the comments if there's another top 10 you'd like us to cover. Stay curious and keep exploring history.